The decreed hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You can see how cold it is. This is what I did yesterday afternoon. It is still completely frozen. It is cold out this morning. Anyway, dudes, how you doing today? Hopefully I'm fresh and well and beautiful. Another fine and fantastic day again today. And yeah, I'm flipping chilly this morning. It's like still in the minus figures. They say it is minus 1.5 at the moment, hence my car is like a flipping ice cube.
So today is the day that I have finally got Final Fantasy 15. It actually came out yesterday, but I was working all day and I didn't get a chance to play it. And it didn't actually get delivered until today, which is quite disappointing, but it did work out okay because I have the day off to play it.
So later on today, I have got to take my car for an MOT, which basically means I've got to take it to a garage. They've got to do some safety checks on it to make sure that I can drive it legally for another 12 months, which is something what we do here in England. I don't know if every other country does MOTs and stuff, but that does mean that I've got to fix something which is wrong with my exhaust. If you watched yesterday's video, you will know that I noticed that one of the brackets which holds my exhaust onto my car, the little rubber brackets, was broken. So I ordered one which has got delivered to like a garage car park place. Driving over to get that now so I can come back, fix it, and then take my car to the garage to get its MOT done. And hopefully it will pass with flying colours.
So this game has actually probably been in the making for about 10 years. And that is a long time to wait for a game. Sorry Gears, you've been replaced today.
And I should probably mention as well, right at the beginning of this vlog, that today's vlog is probably going to be dedicated mainly towards the new Final Fantasy game.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Hollie is literally woke up so early this morning, and she said it's like waking up on Christmas morning. She's that excited about getting the game, so that is exactly what she's doing now. Whilst I'm coming out here trying to like fiddle around my car, she's actually going to be back at home playing with that game.
So I'm sure I've said it before and I will probably say it again, but the one thing I dislike about this generation of consoles, and specifically the Xbox that we have, is that you have to wait for the game to install before you can play it. You can't just put it in and play. So now I have to wait.
Right, here we go. I've now got attached this new part up here in the exhaust.
But I have already waited 10 years for this, so I guess a few more minutes won't really hurt that much.
God, it's tight. Right, there is the broken one. There we go. Right, that is obviously the broken part, you can see there.
So the game has finally installed and I'm ready to play, and I'm even going to move this sofa right in front of the TV to get the best view. I reckon that's about as close as we can get.
So I've literally just put the new one on here. Now I've just got to put the screw in and bolt it onto the chassis.
Hey there, y'all kept a girl waiting. Now, which one's the prince? Aha! Hello, Your Highness. Congrats on your wedding.
Okay, so I've not been playing very long, and the first thing it asks is, do you want to do the tutorial? And seeing as it is a new game, I did say yes, and it is quite a decent tutorial on how to combat and how everything. There's I guess there's quite a lot to learn being a new game, but I'm sure it's one of those that it starts off confusing and then after half an hour you're there. And then it went into like the first cutscene where you get to see the proper graphics, I would say.
You cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
And wow, Square Enix always do really well at like hair and faces.
Walk tall, my son.
On top of it! Gotta love it! Gladio!
Here I am!
Okay, so I've probably been playing the game for about an hour now, and I have to say it is quite different to most of the other Final Fantasies I've played, especially in terms of just the vibe that the people give off, like the characters, I guess. This is very like friendly. All the characters are very friendly with each other, and like the personalities they've given them, they're very upbeat, very like a happy-go-lucky vibe, like being silly.
I think we can forget about hitching our way there. Thought people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
I've already pushed myself to the brink of death.
Get up.
And most of the Final Fantasies, the main character tends to be a bit moody, a bit, I can't think of the word, but quite like closed. Especially in like, if you think like 7, we had Cloud, 8, there was Squall, and then 13 was Lightning. Like they're all quite sultry, very serious most of the time. Whereas this, you're chucked straight in, and all of the 4 characters just seem very upbeat, very jokey.
You want to make camp?
There is a lot of different stuff, like now you can camp and everyone has their own, like rather than having to find a hotel, you can camp and then everyone have their own thing to do. I don't know, it's very different, I think. I'm getting a very different feeling.
Right, so now I can actually take my car to get its MOT. I can't see a flipping thing. Wow, that was super bright. And luckily the garage is literally like 2 minutes away.
Wait a sec.
What? Scared, big guy?
You ought to be too. Thing's vicious.
You sure? Looks tame to me.
Yeah.
Look out!
Nice one.
So this is like one of those beautiful winter days today. It's flipping freezing, not gonna lie, but it is so still and so beautiful out here. So we thought we'd come out, take little Poochie boy for a little walk, because I'm guessing you're going to play games for the rest of the day.
It's the last bit of sunlight I'm going to see for a few days.
So you can really start to see now how cold it still is today. The grass is fully frozen. Is it cold on your paws, Pooch? Is it cold on your little paws?
The hunt is on.
Fronto's barely hanging on.
And when you first start most of the Final Fantasy games, I think it's quite linear. They kind of show you where to go and don't let you tend to go off the path very much. Whereas here they kind of plonk you straight in, and I found myself just wandering, going for a wander. I love open world games, so I never want to follow the main storyline. I always want to see what else I can find, and that did lead me to being attacked by some things that took me forever to kill, and because I'm not that good at fighting yet, it's kind of just a case of mashing buttons and hoping for the best. But that's kind of what I like about these games, especially this seems to have incorporated it well for those that like open world games, is that you can just have a wander and see what you find.
I'll miss it once this road trip's over with.
Holly, guess what?
What?
A flipping car past the MOT with flying colours. Which means it didn't cost very much money, apart from the whole light fitting I did and the whole exhaust thing, which
So
worked.
it's so worth you.
If I didn't do that, then it would have failed. So
To celebrate,
we're going to go to Pizza Express because
so we can actually socialise today.
we can actually
So
socialise a little bit.
You spend less time in your car and I'll spend less time on the Xbox.
Let's go, because I'm flipping starving. So Holly got a 2-for-1 offer emailed to her today for Pizza Express, so that's why we thought, you know what?
I'm normally a one day only sort of offer person, but today, and for pizza, yeah, I am.
And I'm absolutely starving, so I couldn't be bothered to cook any food. Hence, Pizza Express. So I always go for this pizza, which is a Fiorentina pizza, and I always get on the Romana base. Main reason is this comes with a cheeky little fried egg on it. So come on, Holly, how happy are you now?
12 out of 10.
We've got these massive flipping pizzas. I'm so ready to chow down on this. Do you want to explain what's been hitting the media lately, Holly?
Yesterday it came out on Twitter that this contains, is it tallow?
Something like that.
Basically some form of like, I think it's like around a cow's stomach or a animal stomach. They're not vegan.
Well, they're not vegetarian. They're not vegetarian or vegan. The new £5 note has animal fat
Which
in it.
I
Which
get,
is just
I get
weird.
that some things do, like, but I just think it's really unnecessary.
Especially because it's brand new.
Like, is there not, like, I'm pretty sure there was something else that they could have used. I think they probably just took the cheap option. Like,
Yeah.
the paper's clearly not worth a fiver. They took the cheap option.
It's made out of cows. £5 now made out of cows.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving.
So if anyone is interested in knowing what is it like to be with a girl who's waited 10 years for Final Fantasy, it kind of looks like this.
Hostiles on your right!
Thanks.
For me, I am not really into this type of game. I absolutely love gaming, I love playing computer games and stuff, but Final Fantasy and open world type games has just never really interest me, and I absolutely understand why people love it so much, and people like Hollie who can just spend hours and hours and hours just like running around and collecting things and leveling up and doing all the other things what you do on Final Fantasy games alike. I don't really personally know. I prefer different types of games like Gears of War and Halo. Alright dude, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed Hollie's kind of first impressions of the new Final Fantasy game on Xbox One. Now Hollie, over to you. Give us the final verdict. Give us the rundown.
2 hours to play a game for some games is like quite long, but to play Final Fantasy it's not that long. I think most Final Fantasies are massive games. It is literally just a first impression, considering the combat tutorial took 20 minutes. But I would say character-wise, it's very definitely a Final Fantasy. You can tell that Nomura has made the characters. However, the storyline is very different, I think, because it's very real world. Most Final Fantasies are they're definitely not set on this planet. They're set on like a new planet. Whereas this seems very American. Like this could be set in America. Like I think that's the most different thing. The world it could be our world, which is very strange. But I like it. I think I'm going to spend a lot of days playing this.
I think I've probably lost Hollie for quite some time now.
Yeah.
So could you give it a rating? Like obviously it's just like a random one, which you've only played like a couple hours.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favourite game would be Final Fantasy 7. That would be 10 out of 10. I would probably put this at about a 7 currently.
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed this, please leave a big fat thumbs up on today's video. And why don't you comment down below now, what has your favourite Final Fantasy game been? Comment down below, because Hollie would probably love to know.
Yeah, I think most people, their favourite Final Fantasy is the first one they play.
Probably, yeah.
So let me know.
Anyway dudes, enough of today, enough of us. Tomorrow is the 1st of December and we will be doing vlogmas. We're trying to come up with loads of different like vlog Christmas ideas and stuff.
How to make playing Final Fantasy festive.
Just wear a Christmas hat and play it all day. But no, if you've got any other ideas what you want us to do for vlogmas and stuff, comment them down below as well. Thank you for yesterday. You guys gave us loads of random festivity ideas and stuff. But anyway, I'm just going to end today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's random little fun adventure, mainly with Hollie. And until tomorrow, remember those 3 very important things, which are as always, stay happy, stay positive, stay awesome. And we'll see all of you bright and early tomorrow morning. Goodbye. Mullet, I think he wants you to tuck him in.
Oh, there you go, Jeffrey.
That isn't Riley, this is Jeffrey. And he's literally just been tucked in. It's tucked into bed, only Jeffrey's. Little Jeffrey's.
It's cold.
It is rather chilly. Me and my lad playing a little bit of Micro Machines. So I've literally